Hello guys, this is Dr. Palaniappan Manikam. In this video, we're going to talk about what I ate during my eating window. I followed time-restricted feeding for a while until it became long-term lifestyle habit for me rather than using my willpower. Let's focus on what I ate during my eating window when I follow this method. Let's dive deep into it. If you think you got anything out of this video, please consider supporting our non-profit organization called Vannam Malargal Foundation, which supports Aishwaryam Trust in Madurai, which helps neurological patients who cannot even move their hands and legs, who cannot even eat, who needs 24/7 clinical care. We are providing the clinical care, doctor support, nursing support, ambulance and nutritional support free of cost. In addition, we also support We Embrace, which is an organization for kids with special abilities, kids with autism, kids with developmental delays. Everybody has a wonderful atmosphere over here to grow together. Your support means a lot to us. Number 1, eggs and egg whites. During this method, I started losing weight, but the problem was I did not maintain my protein requirement as much as possible. So I lost muscle mass as well. If you are starting new, I would highly recommend to increase your protein intake at least to 0.8 to 1 gram per kilogram per day. Eggs are a wonderful source of protein. One egg actually has 6 grams of protein. Egg white actually has 3 grams of protein. The advantage of egg white is that it is also very low in calories as well. So high protein, low calorie, win-win. So during my journey, I added egg and egg white to the dosa so that I will have a protein-rich breakfast. My friend Sarana Kumar makes the dosa protein-rich by not only adding egg, but also adding the chicken that comes out of the egg and also adding the roaster which was responsible for the formation of the egg. And number 2, leafy green vegetables. Vegetables which are green and leafy. Because you're starting with the restricted eating window, it is very difficult to gauge how much amount of micronutrient deficiency that you might get in the first few weeks. To counteract that, we highly recommend to start including this green leafy vegetables, which is highly rich in vitamins, minerals and all kind of antioxidants that I could even think of. The biggest advantage is it is low in calories and rich in fiber, which will increase your satiety, which will make you feel fuller and longer. My 2 favorite vegetables were spinach and cabbage and sometimes broccoli. I hated broccoli initially, but then later on I figured out a taste that I like, and broccoli has been a lifesaver for me. When I was in India recently, they have been selling broccoli as a super rich food and people are paying so much to buy broccoli. I don't think you should spend too much on broccoli. You can get the same amount of antioxidants and all beneficial effects just from the regular spinach as well. Because spinach comes in the dirty dozen list, we would recommend organic spinach or buying from farmers market without adding that much amount of pesticides. In addition to the high fat, high calorie and not worrying about the health effects and keeping it as tasty as possible so that you become satisfied and you come back to the restaurant again, on the top of it, they are lacking fiber. Even in vegetarian options, they offer very minimal vegetables, and in the non-veg option, the only vegetable that you would see is to decorate the tandoori chicken with the leafy cabbage at the bottom. If you can include at least 1 serving of vegetables during a breakfast, lunch and dinner, your gut bacteria will love you because of all the fiber that you are adding. And number 3, avocados. I loved avocados. Initially, I was staying away from avocados because I thought it was very rich in calories, because even one medium-sized avocado contains 250 to 300 calories. Then I realized that it has healthy fats in it. Your body needs good fats, so please don't go on a no-fat diet. Avocado has a very good fat content. If you can include avocado in small quantities, the healthy fat content is checked so that it could potentially be a balanced meal. My US friend Mark Anthony never touches avocado thinking that it is a time bomb, but he pulls the wrong trigger by eating burger. Number 4, almonds and cashews. I absolutely love them because of 2 reasons. Number 1, it is tasty, and number 2, it is rich in fiber. It will keep you full for longer, and it will also give you an additional source of good fat content. So you might have seen a pattern now. I always prefer foods which will keep you fuller for a longer time, which will include protein and fiber content. There is also a theory that healthy fat slows down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, which means that you can maintain your blood sugar levels at a normal level for a longer time rather than having intermittent spikes. My patient Arogyasamy never misses nuts in his diet. After a heavy meal, he takes the packet of a beaten nut and pours into his mouth. But the key thing is the amount, not more than 10 to 15 nuts per day. My loyal subscriber Subramani follows my advice very strictly. He takes only 10 to 15 nuts per day, but the problem is he is taking donut. And number 5, cauliflower. I absolutely love cauliflower. If you just stir fry it, it is very low in calories. It is tasty. Not the gobi Manchurian that I'm talking about. I'm talking about home cooked cauliflower. It belongs to the class of cruciferous vegetables. These vegetables have the shape of a crisscross, and that's why it's called cruciferous vegetables. Cabbage, broccoli, bok choy, cauliflower belongs to the same group. These vegetables are rich in compounds called glucosinolates, which reduces the inflammation, which is good for you on a long-term health. My friend Sarunakumar is saying, "Hey, this is like a punishment. Eating cruciferous vegetables is more cruel than crucifixion." And lastly, I'm not against carbs. I'm all for high quality complex carbs. During my journey, I played around with all these 5 different varieties of foods, either like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and also snacks. And I slowly started to feel that I'm not hungrier that much. The hunger pain was gone completely after a while. Then I decided to find out the taste a little bit more with these varieties and then stick to the ones that I actually like. Remember, any step that you're doing in weight loss has to be sustainable and enjoyable. Please let me know in the comment section, what are you eating in your eating window? Are you including any of these 5 different foods? We'll be more than happy to know your input. Remember, fasting is a journey. Don't go extremes. Make it sustainable, make it enjoyable. Eat high quality foods during your eating window. Your body will like you. Remember, one belly at a time. It is absolutely important. I'll see you in the next video.